On the 11th of November, officials from 171 different countries gathered in Uruguay to enforce a global anti-smoking treaty. The treaty plans to mandate that 80% of cigarette packages are covered by health warnings, in hopes of reducing the number of smokers worldwide. Cigarettes are a good example of a demerit good. In the US alone, 92 billion US dollars are spent on the healthcare costs that arise from smoking, such as lung disease, emphysema, and heart disease. So what is a demerit good economically? Let's illustrate this on a graph. Here is a graph that shows the negative externalities of smoking. As you can see from the graph, the marginal social benefits are much lower than the marginal private benefits, which means there are some spillover costs to society, such as costs for hospital beds for smoking-related diseases, as well as the health costs arising from passive smoking. Right. In order for the community to be happy, the marginal social benefit has to meet the marginal social costs, and this is called the social equilibrium. At this point, ideally, all externalities arising from smoking have been internalized. This new treaty will require cigarette packages to have these kinds of warnings on them, making them look less desirable to consumers, and the desired effect is to shift the quantity demanded to a lower point. The over-provision of this demerit good is a market failure. As you can see, the community surplus is not maximized. The intended decrease in demand will have the effect of shifting demand to the social equilibrium level. What's happening as laws in developed countries get harsher are that tobacco companies are expanding into areas like Asia where there aren't such laws. They're replacing those in the US who are either quitting or dying by a new market group in Asia. And you could say that on a global scale, the demand for cigarettes is not affected much. In fact, the desired decrease in demand may not be that significant at all. So, what's in the future of the supply and demand of cigarettes? Not much can be told at the moment, what with large tobacco companies having more money and power than some of the countries planning to implement this global anti-smoking treaty. Demand for cigarettes is price inelastic anyway, considered on a global scale even more so. And we haven't even begun to discuss the fact that these large industries provide jobs, revenue, and taxes for a country, which many governments are in favor of. So what's in the future of smoking? Stay tuned and find out after the commercial break.